Welcome to the Ebb and Flow of Power Radio. This is Thomas Babcock coming to you from deep within the heart of the Kansai region of Japan. Today we have shout-outs, a breakdown on my website or my blog, and also we have some discussion over the articles in the blog this week. Let's start out. First thing is, I'm not a professional, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of and some mistakes in this thing, so please be patient with me. There's one of them right there. Just relax, and hopefully as this goes on the ums will start to dwindle and I'll become more affluent or more professional in this new media radio. Today I wanted to start the show by doing some shout outs. There's some people in Sunnyvale that are looking at the site and listening to the show. We also have some people in Los Angeles, California. I live there. That's a nice place. No one in San Diego. That's my hometown, so I'm wondering what they're doing. We also have people in Sheffield, England, or Sheffield, UK. I'm sorry. We also have some other people in Ford and Quambron. Now, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm very sorry. I'm an ignorant American, and I'll admit right now. It's CWM, as I don't have my glasses on, BRAN, and that's also in the United Kingdom. We also have some people in Japan from Mishima, and let's see, Japan. That's Tokyo region, or Kanto region. We also have Otsu and people from Wakayama. So I want to say hello to all those people. We also had some people from Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. So also before we had some people from Brooklyn taking a look. So just shout outs for all you people who take a look and stick around for a while listening to the show. Next we have, I'm going to get into the breakdown of the site. If you take a look at my blog while you're listening to this, off to the right hand side you'll see the me. This is just my boring personal information. I'm a California guy, grew up in San Diego, California, so that's nothing big. That's just about me. The next are the commodities. Now, one of the things about this site is it's about what real power is. Real power is the ability to do things, the ability to make change, the ability to create something, the ability to do something, the ability to have something. That is real power. Your ability. Okay. Now, your ability to control your finances is a personal power. Your ability to affect change in your work is another type of power. Now, information is a power, because what happens is information affects your your ability or how you affect change. So what happens is that we have the commodity, we have gas, which is nationwide in the U.S. Sorry, Europe and Japan. I'll try and see if I can find some HTML to get those down. That's price per gallon in the U.S. In Japan, it's running around $4.10 a liter, or about 110 yen for 1 liter, which is about 1 liter. It takes 4 liters to make a gallon. Let's see. Also we have crude oil, we have precious metals, we have the yen versus the dollar. I'll try and get the pound and the euro in there too. Also we have the stock markets. Okay, so those are all really important things. As I see right now, the stock markets are down, as well as gold isn't doing too well today either. Usually they're opposite. When the stock market goes down, gold goes up. That's kind of interesting. Then we have a InfoWars little thing. I'm a big fan of Alex Jones. He may be a little bit verbose and a little bit loud, but a lot of the stuff he says on there is really accurate. The reports that he talks about, look him up. It's truth. Truth equals freedom. Knowledge is power. These are some of the sites where I stuff my articles from to talk about on my blog. And here we have the blog archives. Now, if you go back up to the top of the page, you look at the left-hand side, and you'll see that that's where all the main articles are. Here we have information is power. Basically, I want ebb and flow of power to be where you can kind of come and see what's really going on. Not the newstainment stuff you get from mass media, but the stuff that's really going on. I'm passionate about trying to help people see past the Matrix, the 1984 stuff, the Brave New World. I want people to really understand what's going on in their lives, because most people you talk to nowadays have no clue as to what's really going on in their world. 5 years ago, I used to tell people, hey, the Federal Reserve is not even part of the government, and people used to call me a liar. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's about really understanding your world. Okay, it's about understanding what's going on. And here we have in the center of my blog, we have Center for Homeland Defense and Security. Okay, now the reason why I'm kind of getting into this here is I'm a little leery of the Department of Homeland Security. I'll show you why here. This is a thesis paper from one of the people at the Center for Homeland Defense and Security. Altering the mission statement, the training of firefighters as intelligence gatherers. Okay, that scares me a little bit, because when firefighters come to my place, I want them worried about the fire and not intelligence gathering. Okay, so I mean I'm sorry, it's just when they're trying to train everybody to gather intelligence, it's a little bit 1984. Here, I'll read this little section for you here. The opportunity for firefighters to act as first preventers in the war on terrorism is unmatched by any other emergency response agency. This, coupled with the warrantless search provisions afforded firefighters by the Constitution, makes firefighters the logical choice of for training and inclusion into an expanded terrorism awareness initiative. Okay, but when they use the word terrorism for people, domestic terrorists and things like this, for almost everybody, that scares me, because what they're using is they're bringing out the word terrorist for anyone who doesn't believe what the government, the government line. Anyone who's in there and disagrees with the government is a terrorist. Okay, in a democracy, which no one's really said in a long time, or a republic, which when I was a kid, that's what we used to call it. I haven't heard that term in a long time. Free speech is nixed. I mean, they don't want you to be they don't want you to have free speech. A free speech zone. Pretty soon a free speech zone is going to be in your house, and you can't do it anywhere else. You got to be careful, guys. This is, just a really good article to look at, kind of understand what's going on. If you have any questions or concerns, email me on that one. Also, we have a Citizens Preparedness Campaign. Information, let's see, what information campaigns, increasing citizens preparedness, support creating a culture of preparedness. Sounds like a little bit kind of 1984 culture of fear. I don't know. Culture of preparedness kind of scares me a little bit. We're getting pressed here for time, so I gotta get going. Now, let's see. We go down to the next one. Know thy enemy. Profiles of adversaries' leadership and their strategic cultures. This is a really good read if you're going to get into some really understanding of how a lot of these situations think around the world. Take a look at it. It's further down at the bottom right there. Next we have modeling violent non-state actors, a summary of concepts and methods. That's pretty good. That's an interesting also read right there. Basically, you can go down to the link there and check that one out for yourself. Also, really don't the U.S. big news media. I basically consider them as propaganda sheets. So here's some articles about how they lie about Japan, saying everything's fine, everything's wonderful going on over here. Summer bonuses for Japan, national servants to be cut 10%. Okay, that's really big over here. Fraud in Japan booming as economy flounders. Here's another thing. U.S. News eyes government support. Okay, so they're going to be more of propaganda machines sheets as they take money from the U.S. government. Okay, well, I'm going to finish up there because I only got a few seconds left, but I wanted to say thank you once again for listening to Ebb and Flow of Power Radio. This is Thomas Babcock signing off.